Country music icon Reba McEntire has always been a guiding figure in Kelly Clarkson's life, both personally and professionally. Now, as Clarkson continues to navigate life as a single mother following her high-profile divorce from Brandon Blackstock, McEntire is once again stepping into that role of comfort and strength. This time, her focus isn't just on Clarkson, but on Clarkson's two young children, River Rose and Remington, who have endured major life changes in recent years. McEntire, who was married for decades to Narvel Blackstock, Brandon's father, remains deeply connected to the family through both history and affection. During a recent sit-down interview, McEntire gave a heartfelt update on how Clarkson's children are doing in the aftermath of their parents' split, and she offered touching reflections on resilience, love, and the importance of family support. A bond that runs deep. The relationship between McEntire and Clarkson is not one forged merely by fame or music industry connections. Over the years, the pair have built a deep and enduring bond. McEntire was one of Clarkson's earliest inspirations as a young singer, long before the Since You've Been Gone star shot to fame as the first winner of American Idol. Their connection grew stronger through family ties when Clarkson married Brandon Blackstock in 2013. With that marriage, Clarkson became part of the extended Blackstock family, and McEntire welcomed her with open arms. Though Clarkson's marriage ultimately ended in divorce, the relationships she formed during that time remained meaningful, particularly with McEntire. So when Clarkson and Blackstock's marriage dissolved in 2020 after nearly 7 years, McEntire made it clear she was there not just for Clarkson, but also for River and Remington, who were caught in the middle of the painful separation. Reba's maternal instinct. Speaking candidly, McEntire revealed that her concern for Clarkson's children has been at the forefront of her heart. Those kids have been through so much change in such a short time, she shared. What I see in them is the same light I saw in Kelly when she was starting out, resilient, curious, and so full of love. It's not easy losing the home you've known or watching your parents go separate ways, but kids are often stronger than we give them credit for. McEntire's words reflect the perspective of someone who has long balanced the demands of career with the realities of family. She is no stranger to the hardships of divorce herself, having gone through her own in 2015 after 26 years of marriage. That experience, she said, gave her empathy for what Clarkson has endured and insight into how children process family upheaval. I've seen both sides of it, McEntire explained. As a mother, as a stepmother, as someone who's walked through divorce, you realize the kids pick up on more than you think. The best gift you can give them is stability, reassurance, and the message that they are loved no matter what. Kelly Clarkson's new chapter. For Clarkson, the past few years have been nothing short of transformative. Not only did she finalize a difficult divorce that included a lengthy custody battle and financial disputes, but she also had to guide her children through the changes that came with it. River, now 10, and Remington, 8, have grown up in the public eye thanks to Clarkson's career as a global superstar and her role as a beloved television personality on The Kelly Clarkson Show. Yet Clarkson has remained fiercely protective of their privacy. She frequently shares lighthearted stories about her kids on her talk show, but avoids exposing them to unnecessary scrutiny. Clarkson has also been candid about how she wanted to handle co-parenting with Blackstock. She's admitted it has not always been easy, but her goal has always been to keep the children's best interests at the center. McEntire, who has remained close to both Kelly and Brandon's family, commended Clarkson for her approach. Kelly is doing the best thing a mother can do, putting her kids first, McEntire said warmly. She's balancing her career, her show, her music, and still making time to show up for those two kids every day. That's no small feat. The kids' bright spirits. When asked specifically how River and Remington are doing, McEntire painted a picture of resilience and positivity. They're wonderful, she said with a smile. River is smart as a whip, she's funny, she's got that spark in her eye, just like her mama. And Remington, he's a little more laid back, but he's so sweet and thoughtful. You can tell Kelly has poured so much love into them. They are thriving in spite of the challenges. McEntire noted that while children often feel the sting of their parents' separation, they can also flourish with the right environment and encouragement. She credited Clarkson with creating that balance. Kelly is raising strong, compassionate kids, she added. That doesn't surprise me one bit. She's strong, compassionate, and she leads with her heart. A loss that ties families together. Though McEntire's remarks centered on Clarkson's children following the divorce, she also touched on the broader sense of loss that both Clarkson and the kids experienced during that time. It wasn't just the end of a marriage, it was the end of a chapter in their family's story. They lost a certain kind of family life, and that's something you grieve, McEntire reflected. But at the same time they gained something too, a new way of looking at family, one that can still be full of joy and love, even if it looks different than before. McEntire's emphasis on resilience and adaptability resonated deeply with fans who admire both her and Clarkson. In her eyes, the children haven't lost family, they've simply seen it change form. Aunt Reba's role. For River and Remington, McEntire has naturally become a kind of aunt figure. She expressed how much joy she feels being able to spend time with them and watch them grow. I love being around kids, and these two are so much fun. They'll sit and tell you stories, sing songs, and keep you laughing, McEntire said. I think being part of their lives, even in a small way, is such a blessing for me. The singer also revealed that she tries to offer support not just to the children, but to Clarkson herself as she navigates motherhood in the spotlight. Sometimes you just need someone to remind you that you're doing a good job, McEntire noted. I tell Kelly that a lot because it's true. She's doing a phenomenal job. Public reaction. Fans who learned of McEntire's update on Clarkson's children expressed heartfelt reactions online. Many applauded McEntire for showing unwavering support for Clarkson, proving yet again that their bond is more like family than friendship. Others highlighted the importance of lifting up children who endure such life-altering experiences. One fan wrote, "Reba has always been such a rock for Kelly. To hear her talk about River and Remy with such love is beautiful. Those kids are lucky to have women like this in their corner." Another commented, "Divorce is hard on children, but Kelly and Reba are making sure these kids know they are surrounded by love." Looking ahead. As Clarkson moves forward with her career and her personal life, her children remain her greatest priority. And with Reba McEntire continuing to be a presence of encouragement and comfort, River and Remington are surrounded by love from multiple generations of strong women.